Hey outdoorsman, how you doing tonight? Alright, that was a little bit of a shaky start, but at least we're here now, so we'll make the best of what we got. We're here in Hirschfelden tonight, and the plan is to head west until we get to about here, I think, and see if we can't find ourselves some bison. Alright, so let me just see what I need. So we'll take the 243 and we'll take the 7mm as always. And then we need the ammunition for it. Grab our 3 scopes. And I'm not going to need the jackrabbit collar because I'm not going to be shooting fox. I don't need this because there's no bear. I will take this, that, and that. Scent eliminator. Take that. And, well, for giggles, in case we have to change anything out, we will take our tent. Alright, cool. So we get everything set up. I got my 243, got my 7mm, got my 3 scopes, all the ammunition I need, tent, sentinel eliminator, and my binoculars. Let's go over chat here. Let's see here. Guys, how's the audio tonight, by the way? I have adjusted my microphone up because there's a few complaints that it was a little too quiet. Oh, let's see here. Michael D'Agostino, haven't found any hogs, nowhere to find. Well, honestly, you don't really see any of the hogs down here. You will start to see them more and more up in this area up here, especially around the cornfields. They like to root around in those. You'll see them sometimes over here, but I don't ever really see them down in the southwest. I don't play this map super much, though, so you very well could find them down around these areas, and I just haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, right now.
Well, thank you, Jarrett. That was kind of the whole point of the name for the channel. Alright, so it is 11:21 at night. Let us do a little bit of sleeping. We'll get an early start in the morning. Unfortunately, the roadways on this map are kind of cattywampus, so what we'll do is we'll put a waypoint there. So we'll make our way to that lookout point. We'll see if we can't unlock an outpost around here along the way. Well, outdoorsmen, there actually are no whitetail on this map. This is Hirschfelden, and it is set in Germany, and there are no whitetail in Germany. You will find roe deer, fallow deer, red fox, wild boar, and bison on this map. How do you approach herd hunting in this map as opposed to Leighton Lake? Well, not really any differently than in Leighton Lake, although so you're going to get much shorter shooting distances in this map than you normally would with Leighton. When you get up in the cornfields and stuff, though, you will find that you have some pretty long distances, but for the most part, you're not really going to see very long shooting distances. So you have a lot shorter of a line to actually sneak up on your herds. You're really kind of looking to keep your ears open for their calls. Hunker down, then call them in. You're not really going to have the luxury to see them from a distance and sneak up on them unless you're out in the cornfields or something like that. No, it spooked him already. But then again, my wind's blowing right in his face too. Just so you guys know, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing a release stream for the Siberia reserve. So definitely tune in then. I'm going to be going in there and just shooting stuff and walking around. I've already got all the outposts unlocked, so you'll be able to come in and just kind of check it all out. Alright, so we got a fallow deer up here. Got our antler rattler out. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to sneak up on it. Keep forgetting my wind is blowing in their face. Well, Michael, presumably they are going to release all of the reserves for Xbox One, so I would assume that Siberia is going to come to the consoles as well. I don't know if it'll get released at the same time, but I assume they're going to, and it's going to cost the same as it does on the PC. Yeah, so of course the wind is blowing in the direction that we're traveling, so chances are pretty good you guys aren't going to see me shoot anything for a little while now. Yeah, we got a herd of fallow moving across out there. But they're all does, so... Tell you what, why don't I put some scent eliminator on? Yeah, there's normally a buck in those groups, but there wasn't one this time, so... You know, I don't think so. I'm not doing red fox. And it's just a rock. Ooh, but we have a fallow deer. This is going to be a hard one. Maybe I could circle around and come up to him from the south. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring him in or not, but I'm damn sure going to try. No, it's not just you. The problem is my scent is blowing towards them, so they're very, very skittish tonight. And I have no idea where he is, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to call him in at this point. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling I'm not going to be able to sneak up on him at all, no matter what I do. Because the scent eliminator actually doesn't eliminate your scent, it just decreases it by quite a bit. So you still blow a little bit of scent out there. I would assume so, Sergeant. I don't know for sure, but I would assume that they're going to be releasing all the new stuff for the consoles as well as the PC. Content-wise, I believe the consoles are caught up with PC. Let's see, how's calling work? Like, if you call too many times, will it spook them, or can you call just a few times? Well, with the deer and whatnot, you can call as much as you like, and it's not going to spook them. With the predators, though, fox and coyote especially, if you call too many times, it will spook them, and they will turn around and run away. But the deer are pretty stupid in this game. Not really a big fan of this map, if I'm honest. Really not a big fan of this reserve. It's just too close quarters, there's too many hills. You never really know where anything is until you walk right into it and scare it away. Well, Sergeant, I'm doing a stream tomorrow morning, so if you want to tune in and check that out, I'm going to be streaming the new reserve, so you'll be able to get a little taste of it before you jump in yourself. Boy, there's nothing out there, is there? Outdoorsman, you can buy blinds that you can put anywhere, or alternatively, all over the map, they have these blinds here that you can pay money to set up. These ones, the static ones, are pretty horrible. The ones that you can place anywhere are nice, but they take up a lot of space in your bags. Dutch Harry, what's going on? Rank up, I used the 243 on roe and fallow deer and boar, and I used the 7mm on red deer and bison. Right now I'm not using either of them on anything because there's nothing to shoot. It's just a female. You know what? I don't even know if my consecutive harvest bonus is up. Should probably shoot something and find out before I see a trophy. Alright, well, I guess she's gone. Nope, she's literally right there. If the game glitches when tracking, will you lose your consecutive kill bonus? You'll lose part of it. They did change it a while back so that every kill you don't claim takes 20% off, I believe. Whereas before it would just take the whole thing. So they did change it. How does consecutive bonus work? Well, so you harvest an animal. I'll show you once I get to the harvest screen. It's a little easier to explain there. Alright, yeah, see, so my consecutive harvest is at 0%. This kill will put it up to 20%. And then the next one to 40, 60, 80, and eventually 100%. So this is going to be calculated out with my integrity bonus, quick kill bonus, that will take the final score and change that up. Now, because this is just a female, there is no trophy rating, so it's not doing any sort of calculation off of that. And if you lose a kill, if you shoot an animal and don't track it down, it will remove from your consecutive harvest. So you want to try to kill stuff and harvest it as much as possible. Otherwise you'll lose out on that. Quick kill bonus means you killed the animal quickly after shooting it. So if it ran and ran and ran for a half mile, you're going to get a 0% quick kill bonus. Integrity means you used a weapon that was an appropriate caliber for that animal and that you didn't have to shoot it more than once. So I used a caliber appropriate for this animal. I hit it in the heart. It died on the spot. It gives me 100% integrity bonus. Michael, there are no small animals that you can harvest on this map or any maps for that matter. There are squirrels running around. There are birds that fly through the air. You can shoot the squirrels and rabbits, but you can't harvest them or get anything out of it. Ooh, what's that in the field? Well, she's as good as anything to get my harvest up. But, of course, I'm blowing my scent right at her. So we're going to have to circle around. Sergeant, did you guys shoot that in-game or in real life? Yeah, you can shoot them, but nothing happens with it, and like you said, they just disappear. You can't harvest it or anything. Oh, gotcha. Well, we had somebody in the stream the other night, actually, who said he had to get offline because he was actually going out on a early morning moose hunt in real life the next morning, so that was pretty exciting. Here she comes. Siberia is going to be $7.99 if I remember correctly on Steam. And it is worth it. Beautiful map. I can't wait to show you guys tomorrow morning. I wanted to show you for a while now, but I knew that if I did, they'd take my beta key away from me. Yeah, see how my consecutive harvest bonus is now 20%? That's because I shot and harvested that deer before. I'm actually excited to get to 35. That way I can get the moose collar, which I do not have right now. Yeah, see, this is one of the reasons why I don't like Hirschfelden as much, because you get a lot of this. You get a lot of this close brush and bracken, and when you do get a break in the trees, you're just looking at more of the same. Or a deep hill. Easiest way to earn currency is just go out and hunt stuff. The missions do give you money, but they take too long to complete most times to really be an efficient way of earning anything. Honestly, by the time you hit the levels that are required for some of the items, you'll be swimming in enough money that it won't be an issue. Where's he at? Oh, hey honey. What are you doing there? So I got 2 females, but no male. Or is that him right there? Yep. You won't go too far. Nope, there he went. Yeah, like Rank is saying, some of the quests too are just, they're buggy, they don't work, or they're just designed poorly. The whole mission system, I understand it, I appreciate it. I would like it more if it actually worked properly. It just doesn't. Joanna, you tell your husband that I said congratulations on that kill. I'm proud of him. I mean it too. I'm really seriously proud of him for going out and doing that. I wish I could go out and do that. Alright, so, yep, see, consecutive harvest is now up to 40%, which is boosting my final score. Even more so because this is a male, so it actually has a trophy rating. There's no way to do a trophy shot in this game like there is in Classic, sadly. They have not added the feature into the game. There's ways to do it, to work around it, but not very reliably, unfortunately. Ooh. We have hoof movement. We got lots of hoof movement. But they're all just behind the brush and right over the crest of this hill. Let's see if I can surprise them. Yeah, Sergeant, you're gonna have days like that. My stream the other night, I felt like that. I couldn't make a single good shot. Everything just kept running and bleeding and running and bleeding, and I was getting really frustrated the other night, if I'm honest, because I couldn't get any good shots whatsoever. Oh, we can be bison buddies, Joanna, because that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm making my way over to the west to try and get to bison. Hello, Joanna's husband. Welcome to the stream. Is he finally going to come in? I hear him, but I'll be damned if I can see him. Well, there's two females. It's better than nothing, I guess. Let's see, Sergeant. The Eurasian lynx, they did a really good job with. They modeled it really, really well, textured it well. If you are not used to hearing the sound, the first time you hear it call, it will raise the hair on the back of your neck. The brown bear are nice. They actually didn't just copy-paste the black bear and give them a new skin. They have different sounds and everything, so those are pretty good. The reindeer are modeled excellent. The musk deer are certainly an interesting addition. And then the other two are just moose and boar, so, you know. Oh, they coming back for more? No new collars on the map. Some of the existing ones work for the animals there. And no snowmobiles. Sorry. But they do have the ATVs that you can use. No idea if they're going to add crossbows or tree stands. I would like to see the movable tree stands like they have in Classic. Crossbows would be nice to add. I don't know... Like, I don't have a feed into the dev team anymore like I used to. So I don't really have any insider knowledge on what is and is not coming to the game. Oh yeah, Joanna, the first time you see your first albino or piebald or melanistic or whatever animal, get your heart racing a little bit because you're like, oh god, I gotta kill it, I gotta kill it, I don't want to screw this up, and then you end up doing something to screw it up inevitably. But congratulations on him on getting it. Believe it or not, I have only ever killed one, like, odd coated animal, and that was a piebald deer. I loaded into the map where my tent was, popped out of the tent, he happened to be right there, and so I downed him, and that was it. Took me 5 seconds. So it was a little anticlimactic. But I have not seen nor killed an albino, piebald, melanistic, nothing like that since. Cinnamon and blonde black bears, but those are a dime a dozen. No guns specific to the new DLC that I would like to see added. I would like to see a few more gun options added to the game. You know, maybe a 300 or a 30-06 might be nice. I'd like to see him change the 223 because the 223 is not a bad... You know what? I'm going to try something. And it's probably not going to work, but... Got him. It's the only time I'll ever be able to kill a fox.
No? Okay.
Piebald and melanistic are different forms of coat that you can find on the deer. So piebald will have splotchy white patches all over it. Melanistic is very, very dark brown, almost black. So each animal has these rare coats that you can find them in. Black bear will be black. You can find blonde or cinnamon. They had a little bit more score to your, a little bit more to your extra score, but I mean, for the most part, they're not worth going out specifically to seek. But if you see one, you should definitely shoot it. But if you want to see what they look like, just Google piebald, P-I-E-B-A-L-D, and that will bring up an example of what they are. None that I've seen, Sergeant, but I can't imagine that they don't have any. I've just never personally come across any. But I would not be at all surprised to find that they do. Couldn't help myself. I saw him, I had to take the shot. Muzzleloaders would be an interesting addition. I'd be interested to see them get added to the game, but I'm not like super crazy to gun for them to be in. But you know, To be truthful, instead of adding new weapons to the game, I'd rather they fix some of the existing ones. The compound bows are in sore need of a looking over, and then the shotguns, especially the over-under, they need help. Oh man, it's too bad I had to use the 243 on that. That actually would have been a pretty good score. At a distance of 217 meters, not too shabby. I don't think so, Rank, but I don't know for sure. If it's a question involving what's being added to the game in the future that has not already been announced, chances are pretty good I won't be able to answer it for you, unfortunately. I would like to see one, but they haven't mentioned anything about being able to do it. I'm pretty sure they've said they'd like to, but... Oh. Our first boar. Yeah, the compound bows need a lot of help. They're super powerful for, within 30 meters or so, but the moment you get outside of 30 meters, forget it. Yeah, of course I can't get up on this rock. New reserve is going to be $7.99, and I have seen albino and melanistic reindeer in the new reserve. God, I hate that. I hate that pig collar. It's such a freaky sound. And of course, there's no answer either. Yeah, I can't even hear him either. I think I just heard him. He's right up ahead. Come on, you stupid thing. They need to fix this bug before I lose my damn mind. He's gonna come out of the woods right in front of me, isn't he?
Back out.
There he is.
Found out it wasn't that.
Okay. Well, that could have gone a lot better than it actually did. Whew. And that's why you got to be careful when you shoot boar. Joanna, they have not said when it's going to come out, but I would assume it comes out same day. They haven't really given us any information on it, unfortunately. I've only played a little bit of Classic, but I prefer Call of the Wild, honestly. I mean, there's a lot more stuff in Classic, but I just prefer Call of the Wild. Whew, hit it 4 times, so... First time was in the skull. And that only did 9 damage. Yeah. Barely missed the spine on the second shot. Chest on the third shot, and then that was terrible. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. Correct. Also, hello Chevy Duramax 1. Welcome to the stream. Guys, if I'm too quiet or the game is too loud or whatever else, let me know so I can adjust it. There was some complaints about the noise levels from the other night that I was too quiet, so... I do not have the game on console. I didn't really see a need to buy it twice. Rank, if you're going to use a pistol for boar, I guess it really all depends on if you want to hunt them with it, or if you want to keep it as a like safety piece in case they charge at you. Alright man, sleep well. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Alright, so we got a wild boar over there. I feel like the 243 is just a little bit too small for him. Michael, I used to hunt in real life. I just don't anymore. I've got a kid now, and I just don't have the time for it or the money. It's expensive to go hunting. Just a couple of reminders to the people that have joined us since the stream started. I do have a Twitter, a Discord channel, Steam group, a Facebook page, and a Twitch channel. I do stream here Mondays and Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also stream over on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if you like to watch content on Twitch, I'm there 2 days a week and here 2 days a week. Rank, I would go with a 44 if you're using it to hunt them with. If you want something that could easily take them down in a like a dangerous situation where it's charging at you, go with a 454. And also to remind everybody, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing a release day stream for the Siberia Reserve. So if you want to check that out, if you want to see me hunt some reindeer and tromp through the snow, check it out. All right, where was that door? There it is. Come on. God, I hate this bug. You turn around and face me, you little fat bastard. Don't you walk away from me. Yeah, Joanna, the existing DLC that's out for the game, Tents and Blinds, ATV, that stuff was all rolled into the purchase price for the console version of the game, just so you didn't have to buy that and then immediately turn around and buy DLC. As far as Siberia, I don't know if that's going to be included for free or not. Friday, Mondays and Fridays are here, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch, 9 p.m. And I got the DLC early because I am in the beta. I do beta testing for the guys. So I get the stuff early. I could have shown you guys Siberia a month and a half, 2 months ago, but it's verboten. I don't know if 7 mil gives you integrity bonus on these guys or not. But we're about to find out. Well, remember, Rank, the game has been out since March, so I wouldn't call Siberia Day 1 DLC. And the console version has been developed independently of the PC version, so... Nope, you do not get 100% integrity bonus on boar with the 7 mil. But I really don't feel like carrying around the 270 because the 270 is too big for roe deer. Yeah, I know, I should be carrying the 270 for them, but I don't want to carry 3 rifles. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, but it's a double-edged sword. If you do DLC, Day 1 DLC, or you're in a situation like they are right now where they have the console version that just came out, and they want to release this new DLC that was developed independent of the console version, you have people that are complaining about the fact that it's Day 1 DLC. But if you delay it, people then complain because they're not up to date with the PC version. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Where am I going? I need to go up here. Michael, I usually stream about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. Well, we'll see how long I make it tonight. Yeah, Sergeant, that trek through the bird and buckshot it's a nightmare, but it's worth it to get to those slugs. Yeah, there was a kerfuffle about DLC when they first released the first one, which was the tents and blinds. People had a fit and they fell into it because they felt that that was something that should have been included with the base game, and how dare they charge for it, and it gives an unfair advantage to people who own it over people who don't. And then they moved from that onto the ATVs, and that's an unfair advantage, etc., etc. And as somebody who's doing moderator work over on the Steam forum at the time, it was a nightmare to have to deal with that. Okay, what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I trying to hill climb when there's a road right there? Yeah, Michael, you have to build up your shotgun skill, and in order to do that, you have to start using the bird and buckshot. They're a very small dev team. Like in the single digits size dev team. Well, as you level up your shotgun skill, you'll just naturally unlock the scope for it. Yeah, birdshots were only meant for roe deer and red fox. That's pretty much all it's good for, and it's not even very good for those, to be truthful. I hope I'm pronouncing this, but Eilish? Hello, thank you for coming to the stream. The hope is that by having birdshot in the game, that means that they're eventually going to add stuff like ducks and geese that you can harvest with them. Oh goodness, but we'll see. I mean, they, like I said, they're very recalcitrant to unleash any sort of information upon us in terms of what they're planning and when they plan on doing it. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. Look at that panorama. Yeah, I'm not as in love with the zeroing perk as I was before. When I made the video detailing all of the different skills, I really liked the zeroing for the simple fact that I was in Leighton Lakes a lot. I was taking these really long distance shots, and I found that it was useful in the 200 to 300 meter range that I was usually working in. After doing a lot of in-game testing, though, I've discovered that up to about 150 meters, every single rifle in the game shoots straight as an arrow. So ultimately, there's not really a need for it, to be truthful. I mean, if you find yourself in that area and you find that you're making those super long shots, it could be worth it. But like I said, up to about 150 meters, every single rifle in the game will put the bullet right in the middle of the crosshairs. Alright, let me see if I can remember them all, Michael. So you have Leighton Lakes District, which is modeled after the Pacific Northwest, and then that one you can find from small to large. You can find coyote, black-tailed deer, white-tailed deer, black bear, Roosevelt elk, and moose. And then in this reserve, which is Hirschfelden, you can find, ranking in size again, red fox, roe deer, fallow deer, wild boar, red deer, and European bison. The Siberia Reserve is going to have, again, in order of size, Eurasian lynx, Siberian musk deer, wild boar, it's not Roosevelt elk, reindeer, and moose, and brown bear. I think that's all of them. He is super close by, isn't he? Alright, where is he? Well, he moved quite a distance, didn't he? Sergeant, I actually don't know what the highest scoring animal I've ever shot was, and I can't tell you because my save game has been corrupted and reset so many times because of the beta build that I just couldn't tell you. I do know it was a level 7 elk with all of my bonuses. I think is the biggest animal I've ever shot. I think. Don't quote me on that. Oh, now you hear him moving around. Yeah, I'm not really sure that night vision would fit with the game either. Okay, well, that was almost disastrous. That's probably the first time I've ever taken fall damage. Yeah, it's pretty random.
So I'm obsessed with
I mean, you basically have to just walk around until you see one, but you'll only ever really see them at a distance, and they're very difficult to stalk just because you can't call them in. You can't trick them. You actually have to get on your belly and stalk in close and hope you don't make any noise. But they don't frequent certain areas or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, to me, the night vision is just kind of a gimmick. I know it's used to do certain hunts, like boar hunts and things like that, but for the most part, hunting at night is illegal in almost all of the U.S. states. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I know at least in the U.S. for the most part, it's illegal. And I just think it's kind of gimmicky, if you ask me. Well, Bams, we have been discussing that for the last 45 minutes or so. We don't know when it's going to come out. I would assume it will. As far as when it's going to happen, nobody really knows. Could have sworn I just heard hooves. Yeah, I know here in Florida it's illegal, and up in New Hampshire, where I'm originally from, is illegal as well. It's illegal in pretty much every state. Oh, we got ourselves some piggies. Traveling. He doesn't look like he's doing a whole lot of traveling to me. Well, they smelled me. No, they just want to mate with me. Michael, it's illegal to hunt deer at night, but feral hogs, especially in the south, you can hunt them pretty much any time of day or night because they want you to get rid of them. Well, I'm not going to get integrity bonus for this, but I'm not a big fan of pigs, so... Really? Did that not hit him? Are you for real? The stupid rock. So we got 2 kills. Is that one even dead? Yeah, he's dead. He's just stuck upright. Well, BAMs, actually, if you're out in the fields like this, you're more likely to see big groups of boar than if you are just kind of wandering around the brush. In the brush, you'll only ever really see 1 or 2 at a time. Here they come. Boy, it's just death and destruction on a major scale. Here's now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Okay, so rank. So if you go into your system, your settings, and you go to game, down at the bottom you have manual reload and manual chambering. Just got to turn those on. And that was a big problem for a while, is that the 7mm would automatically reload, so you'd take a shot and you'd totally lose track of where the animal was because it took you out of the view of your scope. So I'm going to go down and harvest these, and I betcha, down around this barn there's going to be a collectible. Pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have watched any of my Hunter 101 videos, but did you know that if you are on the PC and you want to remove your scope, all you got to do is hit the middle mouse button and it's gone? You do that all day long. You don't have to go into the menu or anything. I don't know about the console, but... Does console not have that option yet to toggle the manual reloading? You guys may not be as close to us as I thought we were. I thought you guys were up to date with all the patches, but I guess not. What happened to this boar? That doesn't look good. Ugh. I don't like hogs to begin with, but that's just screwed up. If I don't hit 35 by the end of the night, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, then you guys must be a couple patches behind, because that's been in the game for about a month and a half now. I do not know what the button press is to remove your scope. Well, there you go, guys. You press up on the D-pad to remove your scope. Wow, they're back already. Nice, I leveled up. Alright, let's go get this guy over here. Yeah, Jerry, the game is awfully demanding when it comes to the PC. And I actually have to turn it down just to stream it because it's got so much graphic power behind it. Oh. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the ambience here? I could just listen to that all day long. Bams, I prefer Leighton Lakes over Hirschfelden, personally. Primarily because that's where I got my start. That's the first map I chose when I first started up the game. So it's the one that I know the most and I'm most comfortable with. And color me surprised, there's no collectibles in here. Curious. I could have sworn there would be. I'm almost a little disappointed now. Yeah, we're not going to be able to sneak up on that one. None in this map, but I found plenty over in Layton. You sure can, Jerry. You can move between this map and Layton and starting tomorrow, Siberia, and you won't lose any of your stats or kills or anything like that, which is kind of nice. You're basically traveling to those reserves to go hunting. Alright, so we get a level 3. With the wind blowing right at him. What are some of the biggest tips for a new player? Well, Bordy, I would say my biggest tip is get out there and hunt. Because that's the best way to learn where to put your shots, what weapon to use on each animal. The biggest thing is just make sure you're not running around all the time. Keep a close eye on your visibility and the amount of sound that you're creating. Don't try and take on animals that your weapon is not equipped for, etc., really. Yes, Michael. So you have your heart rate on the left. In the middle, you have your visibility. And think of it as an eye. The bigger it is, the more the eye is open, the more visible you are. And then to the right of that is your sound meter. Oh yeah, the rangefinder binoculars are great. They're really, really nice. But yeah, so keep in mind, Bordy, the 243 is the first weapon you get in the game. The soft point ammunition for it is totally free. The 243 will last you a long, long time. That can deal with everything up to black bear. You can even do elk and moose with it if you know how to place your shot. I wonder if I can sneak right up to that line of trees and shoot him. Hey Jerry, thanks for the subscribe, man. I really appreciate that. Alright, I better slow down here. I'm gonna reapply my spray. Michael, don't waste your money on the 223. The 223 is only good for red fox and roe deer, and that's it. And it's just not worth spending the money on it. Use the 243 for as long as you can. I wouldn't say I like Siberia more than Leighton Lakes. I really enjoy it. I think it's a great map, and the ambience and everything with it is just perfect. I don't know if I'd say I like it more than Leighton. Blair Weaver, thank you for that subscribe. 2 in a row, oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Jerry. I have the shot placement and ammunition choice episode being worked on right now. Alright, where the hell are they? Do they move on? There he is. And down he goes. The nice thing is, actually, if I sit right here, it's going to be hard. There's not really any cover here. I could very well just call these girls back in over and over again and kill them all. Yeah, thanks for the warning, girls. Too little, too late. Look at them. They're like, what happened to our boyfriend? Well, Sergeant, the 243 actually gives you 100% integrity on Coyote and Road here. It just doesn't give it to you on Foxes, which is a damn shame. Don't you show me your butt. Bams, I don't know if there are mountain lions in the Pacific Northwest. I do know east of the Rockies for a long time there. They were considered extinct until a couple of years ago. Somebody saw some and they were taking pictures and everything. So I don't know if they are native to that area. If they are, I mean, it would logically make sense to add them to that biome. But keep in mind, they already have 2 predators in the coyote and the black bear. Team Mills, I prefer this game over Classic personally. I played Classic a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, and I just prefer this game better. I just prefer the engine to the Classic. I know it's superficial and shallow, but not a bad little male. Here they come, like flies to the web. And Commander, they are exceptionally dumb. They are number than a sack of smashed thumbs. Yeah, John, I'm not really sure why the antler red or doesn't work for them, to be truthful. And blacktail and whitetail have two collars as it is. They have the deer bleat collar, and then they have the grunt collar. Here they come for more. Oh, that's the one I shot before. Jarrett, the grunt collar has a longer range, but less of a chance to be successful. Well, Sergeant, I don't really have a favorite animal on Hirschfelden, to be truthful. I don't really play the map very much. No, neither of them are having a very good life right now. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm exhausted. Long day at work. Not much sleep last night. Early morning this morning. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to stop in and say hi and talk on the stream. I'm glad that everybody was able to come out and had plenty of questions to ask. Well, tell them I said congratulations, Joanna. That's great. I was hoping to get some bison tonight myself, but took my sweet time getting over there, so no bison for me just yet. Just a reminder, like I said, if you look down in the description, all the social media accounts are down there. I do stream over on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m., and I stream here on YouTube Monday and Friday at 9 p.m., and tomorrow morning, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. I will be doing a early morning release stream for the Siberia Reserve. So thanks guys for popping in. Sorry if you just came in to see it, but you know, I usually go about an hour and a half to 2 hours for a stream, but tomorrow morning is going to be a long one, so definitely tune in again 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this channel. Thanks guys, and have a good night.